Hi there, as you can see, same top, so same day, still using up what leftover paint from my lesson. So I've got another canvas board, and this time I thought I'd try and do something that goes into the woods in the distance. So we'll have lots of, hopefully, some far distant trees and some trees close up, perhaps a little house in the woods. So I won't be using much sky, although I really could do you know what, I'm just going to put a little hint of a sky in the background. Why? Because I really do need to use up some of this paint. But I'm going to make it quite a dark sky. Okay, I'm not going to have it really bright. So I'm going to add a little bit of, just a tiny, tiny little bit. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a hint of a sky in the background, bring it down so that you probably won't see, again, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do a canvas board. Okay. But that's how I'm doing it. Again, I'm not going to pay attention to it much. I'm not going to be putting lots of colour in it. I'm literally just, that tiny little bit you saw me put on there, I'm literally just wiping it down. And then we will make it a winter scene, so I'm going to put some bases for the snow down there. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of underground colour. Okay? So as I say, I'm not intending, yeah, okay, now I'm going to use, where's the black? Is that my black? I think that's my black. Okay, so I'm going to use a tiny, tiny little bit of the black, take some of all this white, and I'm literally just going to go like that in the background. Just upright, not doing anything else. Taking it up to the top, so leaving a gap, just a little gap. Now where I've caught the brush, okay, and they will be my distant trees. So a little bit more, little, that's the colour, and then we'll do taller. Can't quite get up there. Taller and a bit darker, and I won't rub them in so much. Okay, so that's basically all I'm going to do with the brush. Most of this will be, I think, with the knife. I am going to try and blend that in a little bit at the top. Okay, and lay that there. Okay, now do you see where I'm coming from? We're getting some. Okay, now I'm going to take the fan brush, go into the black, mix with a little bit of purple. Okay, this is a midnight black anyway, so, and this is a fan blender. Okay, so it shouldn't be used for painting, but hey ho, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to start at the top, bring them all the way down. Am I bothered? ones, thin ones, will come to about there. These ones will come down a little bit further. We'll have some in the back where you see bits of it, but not all of it. Don't worry, I've not totally lost my mind. There is a method in my madness where it's all coming from, where it's all going to. Do the same this side. Okay. Again, take my big brush from the bottom up. Now I'm not blending them in, I'm seriously just brushing them down. Just going over them a little bit. Okay, begin to see where we're coming from. So now I'll pick up a proper fan brush as opposed to the fan blender. It doesn't go very well on the scraper. So let's have a proper fan brush, shall we? There we go. What's this one? That's a fan blender as well. Are they all fan blenders? Is that what they're called? Yeah. Oh, so it doesn't matter then. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, live and learn, don't you? Now I'm going to start bringing some brown in. Okay, I'm going to bring some brown into the colour mixture. So, either brown, makes no odds. Now I'm going to start actually with some proper trees. So, start here and bring it down. Load it back up again. Now don't worry, going over some that are there, they'll show through a bit. Don't make them all tree, was it Bob used to say telegraph poles? Some of them will be little wiggly ones. And some of them won't be. Okay. Now there's a forest like this just beside Sandringham. And because I live in well, nearly live in North Norfolk. I'm Lincolnshire, but North Norfolk is about 2 miles that way. So because I live in Norfolk, obviously we go to Sandringham. We used to go to Sandringham quite a lot when the kids were little as well. Okay, there we go. Start from here, bring it down. And if you go to Sandringham, there's wonderful dog walks. Although at the moment there's some, having said that, apparently there is some dog bug going round, and they advise you not to let your dogs meander too far from your sight or chew on anything. But I know Her Majesty is a keen doggy person, and I'm sure she'll have that problem sorted out quite soon. Okay, I'm going to make some of these a little bit fatter because they're going to be a little bit closer. And I fancy a big old bird there. Start it way off the page and pushing down. He's going to be, hey, Now the reason I keep hitting stuff here is because I made a pot of tea during the last video. Did I drink it? Did I heck? So I've made another one. So sit and have one with me. Bliss. Okay, so we can start. You can still do some of the darker trees in the background if you want, just to fill in a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Right, now that's all I'm going to do with that one. It's what she said last time, I know, but that is all I'm going to do with that one at the moment. I'm now going to pick up my number 2 script liner, go into this massa colour, and guess what? We're going to do 30,000 branches. Actually, you don't have to do that many. Why not? Because start quite. No, it's not. You've not got enough. Now you'll know if you've not got enough ink on. I think enough. Shall I start again? You'll know if this isn't thin enough because it won't flow like that one. It'll just hit and miss, whereas it'll flow if it's thin enough. Like that. Okay. Take it off the top. These are all fighting for space here because it's quite a forest we've created, so they will be going up. Go off into the distance with them. And they will cross over. So this one's quite a thick tree, so I'm going to put him quite near the front. And I'm going to give him some big old branches. Some heavy duty ones. And they're going to drift across like that. Okay, so that's him. So I better make him quite substantial. And we'll go, and it looks like there's one there as well. Now that's in front of that one. So I'll just draw that in front of there, and that immediately pushes that tree to the back and brings this one to the forward. And that is what you're going to do the whole way. Now, you may want to fast forward this. I may try and work out how to speed paint this. Well, not speed paint it, but G it up a little bit on the video. I'm not sure how. I may have to wait until my son's home. He might be able to do it. I don't know. IT guy, you think he'd be able to. But it's different IT, different programs. It's not one that I've seen before, so. And my other son that usually does these for me is actually not at home anymore, so I may have to wait until Christmas for him to come along and do something. Okay. Although I do share my paintings online, and he does keep the website trim whenever he's home. So if you do go on my website, www.rbart.co.uk, if you look at the gallery, that's all the paintings that are for sale. If there's anything that you see, I post overseas, I post to the UK. I've had customers from the States, I've had customers from England, so Peterborough, all over. It sounded quite pathetic then, but I have. I posted them to various places in the States. They did get there in one piece. Could take a while, but they do get there. Okay, so now, like I say, this is going to take forever. And I know if I was Bob Ross, I would have some videos of some cute little squirrels and things. But I'm not Bob Ross and I don't have any videos, although we do have cute little squirrels in our garden. And I do encourage them. I put plenty peanuts out so that the birds can have some as well, but I do make sure they have some. I know you shouldn't really encourage them in, but you know, they're wildlife. They need to be protected and looked after just as much as the birds. And they do make me giggle when they hang upside down trying to get to the feeder from the branch. And the birds don't bother with them. I must admit, the birds just sit and look at them. And I've seen them feeding together, so I know they're not bothered. They don't bother each other. Okay, so as you can see, all I'm doing is adding branch after branch after branch after branch after branch. There we go. And basically I'm holding the brush quite loosely at the end of the brush, and you don't always get thinner as they go up, the majority do, but this is a funny old tree. And we'll okay, and as your ink runs out, what I would do is add lots of little branches and things in the background. To some of these trees. If it doesn't look right, you know, just add a little bit to it. Because although these are your main ones, I'm going to have another main one here. I fancy one here. So I'm just going to darken it up. It's going to go up the top. I think I might make this one a bit fuzzy. It's a bit fuzzy. I might make this one there we go. He can go off the page. He's going for a wander to see what's in the next picture. There we go. Now obviously you could go through absolutely all these trees and you know, all the different colour trees that I've put up there. But I'm planning on not, because they're just hinted trees. They're not. So put a little baby one that's growing. It'll be as big as those guys one day. And there we are. Okay. This one quite strong, but not totally, not as strong. And we will have a branch or two coming off him, but it's going to go behind. And just keep adding as it gets drier, which it will do, so that will come behind here. coming off there, so that can go there. Right. Let's have a little look and see where we're going. Yep, like that. Might do this one here. Bring that one down. So if I brought that one down to there, don't want it level, so maybe okay, it's going across there. You can go in front of that. I'm actually going to bring him down a little bit to there, I think, just a little bit ahead of that one. And you decide which is the ones that's in front and which one's behind, and the ones that are behind should finish a little bit earlier up your canvas. Okay. Didn't know which way I was going then, did I? Did you say that? I don't have a clue what I was doing. Okay, I think I'll have another branch there. I'll make that a bit sturdier. It's got a bit of a kink in him, that's okay. Come and do I'm going to do some here. So we'll make this one a little bit darker. Just make sure that one goes in front. Okay. Have some branches branching off that way. I know, the puns don't get any better, especially when I'm doing 1,000 trees. Okay. And we'll do a few branches on these trees. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave it there. If you wanted to carry on with it, you could do. There's no reason why not. Now I will just say that I've had this so runny that I have actually splattered on there. So, right, let's get the snow down. So, I'm going to do a little bit of blue snow, or bluer snow. keep hearing somebody knocking and thinking there's somebody knocking, but I have got a doorbell here, so it's obviously not for me. Right. Oh, I think it's perhaps my neighbour who told me he's putting up more Christmas lights. Okay, so that's going to go way into the distance. You see, I'm not bothered. So I'm going to bring the shadows of the trees down that way. Okay. And these ones. Okay, so that's my shadows. Okay. So now, because I put the snow in there, some of these shadows have disappeared a bit, so we have to put those back in. It's quite easy to grab and just stick them back in. Okay, and then just lightly go over them. Now, where you see I've got little sort of bits in the back, so if I go back, we can actually do some bushes in the background. Into the distance. Okay. And then we have more trees and whatever going back into the distance, where you can see branches, all sorts of things, your imagination. I'm literally just dabbing. Okay, now this is my, need a clean one. This is my path. And that can go off that way. So take some white. There we go, little bits of highlight, little bits of sunlight's coming through. Okay, so I'm actually going to put path going both ways. add a little bit of blue to the shadows here and there. You know what kids and dogs are like. They will walk in amongst the trees. As this is quite sort of shady, I don't think the snow will have grown quite well. And I really like that, just the way it is. Okay, so although it took us a long time to do the old trees, you know, I've still got plenty ink there. If you wanted to go back and put in some more afterwards, you could. But I am now going straight into my red. And I'm going to sign it. And for some reason it's not signing. There. Okay. And there's my walk in the winter wonderland. And look, I've still got lots of paint, so goodness knows how many videos I'll get out of this one little palette. But again, they will all be up for sale. I hope you enjoy these instructions. I do actually have a Facebook page, Barbie Art. If there's anything you'd like to see me paint, pop me a message on there. If you like what you see on there, then please drop me a line. I'll be advertising the YouTube videos on there. And pick up your paintbrushes and give it a go. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.